Hey everybody, One here. Just did my day one haul, kind of plan rundown for you, sort of highlighted the store exclusives, what you might want to do day one or sometime this week when you get the chance. We're gonna actually start our unboxing out on a little different of a note. We're gonna take a look at the collector's edition strategy guide. Again, I did not get the review copy in time. It should be here tomorrow, so that's why I don't have content just like dumped on you at 8 this morning or something. But let's take a look at this. This is the cover. Again, this is the collector's edition. It is the hardcover. It's got some special perks inside. There's the sidebar. You got the Skylanders SuperChargers logo. Color scheme is what I would call autumn. It's kind of like a crimson red. You get kind of like a Hemi orange in there. You got some gold flake. Pretty cool looking cover. Obviously, I'm a huge fan of green. I just realized GameStop did not give me my exclusive comic book for the Dark Wii U edition. Oh, the tragedy. I'm going to have to call them. Anyway, I'm sure I can get that sorted out. What we're going to do here is just get in on this before my voice goes down. $34.99 is retail for these. Target had the strategy guide, $27.99. You can often find them cheaper. It's just difficult to find the collector's edition locally, and it's difficult to find the collector's edition at a good price online that is actually in stock. They may not know this, but the collector's editions are limited editions, so they don't like number and hand sign them or anything. But if they printed 685 of these, there's 685 of them. They don't reprint them per se, so at least that's what I've been told. That looks way better with the plastic off, doesn't it? I think so. Let's see, I've got a phone call that I can't take right now, and if you can hear that and you can tell me the name of the song and the band, that would be cool. Okay, so you get a free e-guide, which sadly I can't share with you. But right here, we get this exclusive comic with the collector's edition strategy guide. We got Sharpshooter Terrafin, we got Spitfire, we got Deep Dive Gilgrunt, we got Stormblade, and somehow we got Spyro in the mix. Pretty cool. David Rodriguez on Twitter. This guy is the author, and he does a lot of cool tweeting if you want to follow him. We'll just kind of skim through here. Again, I can't really read these to you. Looks like Fling Kong is in the mix. Glumshank's got a sweet little robe going down. We got some Eruptor and Pop Fizz. Flynn, Callie, don't see... oh, Roller Brawl. She looks sweet in the comic. Master Eon, Stealth Elf. You got the core characters going for us. Looks like we got Mags. Head Rush made it into the mix. Jetvac. Okay, so that's pretty cool stuff. Again, you get this with your collector's edition. It's bundled in the back. And now let's take a look inside the book. Wisdom's Rainbow. No. Really cool artwork here. You got the elements. Note what they've done. This used to be 8, and you're like, there's more circles. Well, you got 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 10. Why? Because we have the addition of light and dark. So, interesting how that dynamic played out. There's the Thump Truck. That is a Thrillipede right there. High Volts vehicle. We got Gilgrunt's rig. I'm very excited about the Bone Buggy. I'm losing my voice, my apologies. You can kind of take it all in here for yourself. But we will come in. There's our sweet cover art that we have seen for quite some time now. Table of contents, meet the Skylanders. This is what I love to utilize for my unboxings. I have their bios handy. Most people don't bother to tell you about their bios, but I do. This just works way better. I used to like handwrite them or like slide things over on my phone. Then I started using the iPad, and then I was like, you know what, I can just read it, and that's what I do. So I've had some people asking me on Twitter, like, how many chapters are there? And let's take a look. I don't want to spoil too much. If you don't want to know these things, skip forward. And let's see here. I'm unfamiliar with all of this, but we've got chapter 1, we got chapter 10, we got chapter 15, chapter 20, 22, 27, 32, 37, 43, 51. Alright, so we have 51 chapters, and essentially it looks like they're divided like the Rift to Skylands. That sounds familiar, doesn't it, some of you seasoned veterans? But that's going to cover, what, 5 chapters? Cloudbreaker's Crag, looks like we're going to have another 5 chapters, so it's looking like they're dividing it by 5 chapters roughly. Then some of these kind of come in, they're a bit different, but overall 51 chapters listed here. Looks like the Skylanders Academy. They're covering the Sky Stones, the collectibles, the racing, achievements, and trophies. Here's your little kind of like intros, if you will, Portal Master rank powers. Always good to know these things. Vehicle breakdown. I want to kind of showcase things. There's your collection. If you're totally oblivious and you don't have all the time in the world to watch videos online, this is a good place to start. So they're breaking this down. Let's take a look here. The SuperChargers. This is basically our cast of characters you see on your collection poster. Coming in over here, Legendary. You've got Legendary Astro Blast, Hurricane Jetvac, and Bone Bash Roller Brawl, all exclusive to Toys R Us. Alt Deco SuperChargers, Dark Spitfire, and Dark Super Shot Stealth Elf. Interesting, the Amiibo Landers aren't in here. Vehicle breakdown by land and element type. That's pretty nice. Same thing by way of the sea and of course the sky. So if you're totally clueless, again, this thing will get you going in the right path. Right here we go. Now, spoiler alert. We've got the artwork here. You're going to have their stats, which I hope that matches in the game. You've got the bio. It looks like they're the same bios from the past. Now, why do you get Jetvac? You're like, I've got like 8 of those guys. I don't need any more. This is totally new moves. We've got the Blade Vac path, and we have got the Hurricane Hawk path. If those don't sound familiar, that's because they're brand new. The Soul Gym is having a blast. Okay, yes. Brand new, super excited. This is what I get off on. This is what I care about. So, it looks like also up here they'll give like a supercharged preview when you've got the Skylander with their signature vehicle. So this is what we get for every character. Very, very cool stuff. That looks epic. I hope. It would be nice if the standard one has that kind of a prison break effect. Oh, it's so tempting to read that. I don't want to spoil it. Jetvac was our guinea pig alphabetically by elements. So then once you wrap up all of this stuff, wait, did we cover all of the... Are there any other alt decos listed here? I feel like I might have skipped that. Okay. Character-wise, no, there's not. Vehicle-wise, let's take a look. Anything that's going to stand out to us? Alright. Legendary Vehicle. You've got the Sunrunner, Alt Deco, Dark Hot Streak, Dark Sea Shadow, Nitro Soda Skimmer, that again you'll see later on, and the Nitro Stealth Stinger. So in terms of the holiday variants, not in here. In terms of any others, currently not in here. So you skip through the character section, and then it looks like we get into a vehicle section. Let's go with Jetvac. He's our guinea pig, shall we? Oh, I'm wanting to look and not wanting to look. This is horrible. It's like, where is the Sky Slicer? Okay, alright, there it is. The Jetstream, I'm sorry, what was I thinking? Okay, so they've got the stats, armor, top speed, acceleration, handling, and weight. You've got to remember, I've not played the game yet. I literally just got back with this. They list out performance mods, and they're listing out specialty mods, horn options, that's cool. Okay, they give using Jetstream tips, and then they use tips to defeat Jetstream. If you've got a buddy that's racing with Jetvac and the Jetstream all the time, and you lose, I guess that gives you some insights there. So, again, not trying to spoil much, I just kind of want to cover what is in the strategy guide and why you might want it. Now, villainous drivers and their vehicles, I cannot look at that. I must not know. I must remain blind. I'm turned away. I don't know what I'm turning to. Where are we? Okay, this I'm cool with. We've got villains, which this is one of my favorite sections, which I hope that they give the cutscene with the name for the enemies, because that drove me crazy running into someone new in Trap Team and not knowing. It looks like they might, based on the text on the screen there. But this is cool. If you're like me and you've got to know who you're fighting and what they do, this is another reason to get the strategy guide. Spellpunks, trolls. Okay, the Rift to Skylands, Chapter 1. So this is our, basically, collections deal. Looks like there's 5 epic treasure chests. There's some quests inside the game. There's your kind of map. They do this for each chapter. And that's the end of the chapter. So, 1 page, Chapter 2. Let's take a look at that. That's a little bit longer, it looks like, which is cool. So there's like 2 pages. So again, it seems like they're breaking them down into kind of categories. So I don't want to, again, spoil too much in this for me. There's chapter 50. Okay, not gonna look. Oh. Skylanders Academy, it's back. Again, I don't even want to spoil that, to be honest with you. Oh, there's a vehicle training area. This is awesome. Okay, I hope there is a Skylander. Like, Buzz's training area might be it. I just need something I can do upgrades and document the attack damage number on. I love that introduced in Swap Force, and then they kept it in Trap Team. It looks like Tessa's going to give us some quests. A lot of you have been asking about those. Hugo's daily quest. Oh no, we must play. Jeez, there's so much. I don't know. I don't even know what to do with myself, man. It's too much to take in. It's too radical of a deal. So here's some racing stuff. I assume it walks us through the online side. There's some vehicle stats and I guess kind of like intel, if you will. These are track. Okay, so we get maps of the tracks, and I bet they outline like shortcuts, power-ups, all that good stuff. So again, I won't actually be using this, but until I've gone through, then that's when I kind of come back and I'm like, oh, I was right, or hey, did not see that. But achievements and trophies here in the back, that's always an item of interest. There's a map app. That's interesting, $2.99. You can probably find more online. And here's the back. The front inside cover basically has the vehicle, but with the Skylander. So it's the supercharged version, if you will. It doesn't necessarily illustrate that, but emphasis is on the vehicles here in the front cover. Back cover, we've actually got emphasis on the Skylander. So very cool stuff here. Again, there seems to be absolutely, and I'm not going to go through page by page here, but there does not seem to be a single mention of Bowser or Donkey Kong. And that kind of sucks because I intended to use this for my Skylanders research, kind of like picking which path for dark, which path for regular. But they don't seem to be in here. They might be. I'm not going to go through the whole thing. They weren't listed in the index. Are they even in the collections deal? Let's go to that. I don't think so. So yeah, I guess they just, I don't know. They're so special they're not inside or something. But alright, battery is dying on us, but my voice is about to go. But as you can see, I got very excited just thumbing through here, not really even doing anything more than that. So if you're that type of a player, if you've got to have the detail, here's a look at the back cover. Sort of like a turban type effect there in the center. But if you're that type of player and you're kind of like me, you like the details, you want to see the artwork, you want to know more about the enemies, you want, you know, basically all the information one can take in or desire, this is the way to go. Again, you can get the regular strategy guide, like 15 to 20 bucks depending on where you're at. It's usually easier to find that. It's not the hardcover. It will not come with the comic book. But for me, this is cool. I'm big time into the series. I really enjoy the artwork, thumbing through, seeing everything. And like I said, more importantly, I guess for most people, if you're having trouble in the game, this can help you. So if you don't watch my videos or something. But like I said, I go through blind. And this right here, I love the artwork. If they don't do the enemy names, I will consult this on that. Because I like to be able to tell you, it's like, oh no, we've got blank in front of us. And in Trap Team, I'm like, I don't know what that is because they didn't introduce it, you know. So we'll see how it goes down. Again, I have yet to even get to play the game. I'm super excited about that. But this is the Collector's Edition Strategy Guide, $34.99. I pre-ordered mine at GameStop. If GameStop has a Collector's Edition and you're buying a starter pack there, they discount the price a little bit. I don't know how much. It's like $1 or $2. It's nothing major, but hey, that's $1 or $2 you can put towards a second Sharpshooter Terrafin or Nitro Stealth Stinger, you know. So that said, a lot of people like to know about these, kind of get a feel for them. And again, if you want the Collector's Edition Strategy Guide, I would move on it fast. They're very difficult to obtain locally. Everywhere I've been, I've run into that issue. But that's why I pre-ordered it this year, just to eliminate that problem from my life. But they are very cool. I enjoy them. If you're that type of player, or you're a super fan or a super collector, this is something you want. It's going to be money well spent. If your kids are into it, they will read this. Again, reading is reading. It doesn't matter if it's a textbook or something they're super into. There is text in here, and it's reading. So it's also educational, you know. But I'll quit rambling on about the strategy guide. Again, pre-ordered at GameStop is how I obtained this one. $34.99 was the price. I got it discounted a little bit to some degree. But much more coming your way. Unboxing, gameplay, maybe online stuff, streaming. Who knows what all is going to go down today, but it's going to be a lot of fun. So I encourage you to stick around. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, leave a comment. Let me know the situation in your area. Were there tons of collector's editions? Were there none? Did you pre-order one and they botched it? Did you not pre-order one and you couldn't get it? You watched one sit back there and they say it's being held for so-and-so. Portal Master Extraordinaire. Let me know what you run into. It'll help everybody out. Again, if you're super into this stuff, SkylanderClub.com. I set that up for you. I want people to sign up, enjoy it, connect with other Portal Masters, particularly now with the online elements. So check it out, SkylanderClub.com. If you like what you see there, sign up. We would absolutely love to have you. That's it for myself and the Collector's Edition Strategy Guide. We'll catch you back here for more Skylanders SuperChargers news and unboxings.